Dracula by Bram Stoker, further expanded condensed version. Jonathan Harker, a young solicitor, is sent to Transylvania to assist a nobleman named Count Dracula with a real estate transaction in England. Jonathan is excited about the trip, but also apprehensive about traveling to such a remote and mysterious place. Upon arriving at Dracula's castle, he is struck by the Count's odd appearance and strange behavior. Dracula is a tall, thin man with sharp teeth, pointed ears, and an uncanny ability to move silently. At first, Dracula is a gracious host, but Jonathan soon realizes he's a prisoner in the castle. As the days pass, he notices disturbing occurrences. Dracula climbing the castle walls like a lizard, the absence of mirrors in the castle, and the Count's bizarre nocturnal habits. Jonathan's unease turns to horror when he discovers Dracula's true nature as a vampire. He witnesses Dracula's supernatural powers and learns that the Count plans to travel to England to spread his vampiric curse. Jonathan's attempts to escape the castle are thwarted by Dracula and his 3 female vampire brides. One night, the vampire brides try to seduce and bite Jonathan, but Dracula intervenes, claiming Jonathan as his own. The situation grows more dire as Dracula prepares to leave for England, leaving Jonathan to the mercy of the vampire brides. Desperate, Jonathan makes a daring escape by climbing down the castle walls and fleeing to a nearby monastery. The monks care for him until he is well enough to return to England, though he is deeply traumatized by his experiences. Meanwhile, Dracula travels to England aboard a ship called the Demeter. The voyage is marked by a series of mysterious deaths among the crew, who are picked off one by Dracula. The captain's log details the crew's increasing fear and paranoia as they are hunted by an unseen presence. When the ship arrives in England, it is a ghost ship with only the captain's lifeless body tied to the helm. A large black dog, which is actually Dracula in another form, is seen leaping ashore. In England, Jonathan's fiancée, Mina Murray, is visiting her friend Lucy Westenra in the coastal town of Whitby. Lucy is a beautiful and vivacious young woman who has recently accepted a marriage proposal from Arthur Holmwood. She has also been courted by Dr. John Seward, who runs a nearby insane asylum, and Quincy Morris, an adventurous American. Despite her engagement to Arthur, Lucy remains close friends with Seward and Morris. Lucy begins to exhibit signs of a mysterious illness. She sleepwalks, suffers from severe blood loss, and has strange puncture marks on her neck. Dr. Seward is baffled by her condition and calls upon his former mentor, Professor Abraham Van Helsing, for help. Van Helsing arrives and quickly suspects that Lucy is the victim of a vampire. He prescribes multiple blood transfusions from her suitors, Seward, Holmwood, and Morris. But Lucy's condition continues to deteriorate. Van Helsing and Seward take turns watching over Lucy, but Dracula manages to gain access to her room and continue his attacks. Despite their efforts, Lucy dies. Her death is marked by strange occurrences, and soon after, reports emerge of a bloofer lady attacking children in the area. Van Helsing, Seward, Holmwood, and Morris track Lucy to her tomb and confront the horror of her transformation into a vampire. They perform a ritual to release her soul, driving a stake through her heart, beheading her, and filling her mouth with garlic. Jonathan Harker, having recovered from his ordeal, returns to England and marries Mina. He shares his experiences with her, and she helps him organize his notes and journals. The couple soon realizes that Dracula is in England and responsible for Lucy's death. As Dracula begins to prey on Mina, the group, led by Van Helsing, vows to destroy him. They uncover Dracula's lairs in London, which include Carfax Abbey and several other properties. They sterilize the coffins with holy wafers, limiting Dracula's ability to rest. Using Mina's psychic connection to Dracula, the group traces his movements and learns that he's returning to his castle in Transylvania. They pursue him across Europe, using various modes of transportation, including trains and horses. During the journey, Mina's condition worsens as she falls further under Dracula's influence. She exhibits symptoms of vampirism, such as heightened sensitivity to sunlight and a psychic link to Dracula. Despite this, she remains resolute and assists the group by using her connection to track Dracula's movements. Van Helsing takes protective measures, including using holy symbols and placing Mina under hypnosis to gain valuable information. In a dramatic final confrontation near Dracula's castle, the group splits into two. One group, consisting of Van Helsing and Mina, travels by river to intercept Dracula's box of earth, while the other group, including Jonathan Harker, Dr. Seward, Arthur Holmwood, and Quincy Morris, approaches the castle by land. Van Helsing and Mina reach the castle first, where Van Helsing destroys the 3 vampire brides and sanctifies the castle grounds. The rest of the group catches up with Dracula just as he's about to enter his castle. In the ensuing battle, Jonathan Harker and Quincy Morris deliver the fatal blows, stabbing Dracula in the heart and beheading him. As Dracula's body disintegrates into dust, Mina is released from his influence. Tragically, Quincy Morris succumbs to his injuries and dies surrounded by his friends. The novel ends with the surviving members of the group returning to England, forever changed by their experiences. Jonathan and Mina Harker have a son, whom they name after their fallen friends. The group reflects on their victory and the enduring power of friendship and courage in the face of darkness. Reflection. Dracula by Bram Stoker conveys the enduring power of friendship, courage, and resilience in the face of profound evil. The novel highlights the importance of unity and collective action, showing how a diverse group of individuals can come together to confront and overcome darkness. It underscores the tension between science and superstition, suggesting that a balance of both is necessary to understand and combat the unknown. The story's emphasis on sacrifice and the triumph of good over evil remains a timeless reminder of the human spirit's capacity to fight against and ultimately vanquish malevolence.